All right, sorry for the delay in posting a video about the recent sprint triathlons I've done. I am working out. We're here in Munich, Germany, here to explore and celebrate Oktoberfest. Super stoked, never been to Germany. I think it's gonna be a blast. Got in yesterday morning, landed just about 8 a.m. local Munich time, 1 a.m. Texas time, and then took a train. A couple hours from Frankfurt down here to Munich. Had great food and fun last night, and here we are today doing my brick session. So, that being said, I am just over an hour into my 2-hour bike ride, and then I have a 1-hour run after I'm done with my bike. The bike is a little less than to be desired, but we're gonna get it in. And I'm debating whether I'm gonna do my hour run on the treadmill here in front of me, or if I'm gonna venture outside. So we'll see what that entails. But I wanted to provide an update on the sprint triathlons I've done recently, as promised. So first one was on Labor Day. It was a Blackland Tri. It was a sprint triathlon, 300-meter swim, 13.5-mile bike ride, and a 5K. I was nervous because it was my first one. I didn't have my tri suit. I was a little disheveled and knowing exactly how the transitions will go, and a little nervous. A couple hundred people doing the event, but we had a family friend that is phenomenal. She's actually going to Worlds for the aqua bike here next week in Spain, and she did it, and she's the one that told me to do it. So it was a great event. The event honestly was well done. The volunteers were phenomenal, but I just kind of want to walk you through that morning. We started just over an hour later than when we were supposed to, which in Texas in September is a big deal, because that means our bike and our run outside were just going to be pushed, and it was going to be hotter. But it was fine. It was really cool because they had a kids sprint, they had a kids try beforehand. It was really cool to see just all of the athletes, all the families cheering these kids on before our event. Our event was great. It was a pool swim, 300 meters. They let somebody in the water every 5 seconds, zigzag style, and out of the pool. It was great. My swim, I think, was just about 6:42, 6 minutes 42 seconds, so it wasn't too bad. I had passed a few people had passed me. Just about 150 meters in, I found myself bobbing my head out of the water to sight, and so that was a little interesting. Forced myself to put my head back down, just about 250 meters or so to finish off. Ran out of the pool. It was super cool. Lots of folks there to cheer you on. To the bike, I brought my bib, my biking bib. For some reason, just couldn't get it on, so biked without it, and the bike was really good. There were 2 major hills, but you did the loop 3 times, so you had those hills 6 times, and it was good. It was a great experience to figure out kind of just where you have to be for drafting, and how others on the bike work, and how, if you're passing somebody, I shot out left because I'm on their left-hand side, as to not scare them. Not everybody does that, and it was good. It was a good experience. straight into the run. Bike took me, gosh, I want to say just about 46 minutes. And then the 5K, honestly, I flew. It was like 20 some minutes. It was fun. Lots of folks were walking at this point because it was just brutal. It was hot, but it was a great thing. I finished maybe like top 42% overall. So I think I finished like 109 out of 250, 260 people, something like that. It was a great event. Well organized. Had a blast for my first one. A day or two later, signed up to do another sprint try on Sunday. So that one was on Monday. The following Sunday, signed up to do another one. This one was great. It was at my gym. So did the 300 meter pool swim, which I felt really comfortable in because it was the pool I train in and I just knew it. My swim was just about the same. I think it was like 6:34. At this point I had my tri-suit, so my transitions were a lot quicker because I really just needed to worry about like my helmet and my shoes and not necessarily like throwing a shirt on or throwing a tank on and things of that nature. The bike was 2 big 6-mile loops, so total of 12 miles. Lots of seams in the road, so that was interesting to learn. I did see quite a few people wipe out, but it was a great event. Well organized again. Came back in from the bike, did the bike in, don't quote me, but somewhere around 36, 38 minutes. Came in, ran the 5K, again, flew. I think my average was like 6:48 a mile, 6 minutes, 48 seconds per mile. I was flying, felt good. It was early in the morning. It was like one of the first cool days we've had in Texas in forever. So it felt really good. And I finished like 24th overall out of, I don't know, 200 and some people, 180 people, something like that. I finished 4th in my age group. Total time of 1 hour, 9 minutes. So it felt really good. What I learned kind of doing these, number one is your transitions are key. You gotta be prepped, you gotta be ready, you gotta make sure everything is exactly how you're going to grab it. Gotta make sure that you have everything. Check, double check, triple check, keep checking. Because as we were getting in the pool for the most recent try I did, a guy in front of me, his goggles broke literally about 5 people before he got into the water. And he didn't have an extra pair. I didn't have an extra pair. I would have offered it up to him. But I think those are like little things that sometimes we just forget because we're just so focused on, okay, do I have the goggles I always train in? Do I have the shoes I want? Do I have socks? But sometimes we need to make sure, like, hey, typically I train with, this set of goggles, but if something were to happen, I have a backup pair. And you just have things laid out. You've got the stuff that you need, where you need it, when you need it, and your support team's there and ready to help you. Both events were phenomenal events, well-organized events. I obviously liked the second one a lot more, mainly because I had my tri-suit. So I got to really feel that out, figure out how that was gonna work for race day coming up here. And obviously just kind of learning a little bit more each time through transition, exactly what I need, exactly how I need it, when I need it, what nutrition looks like on the course. And really, one thing I think that is also key is how to bring your heart rate down. Because when you leave that swim, you know, you're usually like jogging over to transition to get your stuff on, but I think we don't take the time to like breathe in, breathe out, take a big deep breath before we get on that bike, because we're gonna be cashing our legs here, you know, for a while. And so I think I also leaned into that this past one, which was fantastic. Now, we are in Germany, in Amsterdam, for the next week. And training here is going to be interesting. Again, this bike is a little less desired. I did, however, figure out how to switch my bike from kilometers into miles. So I'll take that win today. And it's just gonna be interesting balancing kind of the festivities of Oktoberfest and having family here and just seeing everybody and eating all the good food. And then of course, being able to train. I wanna say we're like 4 weeks out as of tomorrow. And it's getting real. It's getting real. I'm going to do 70.3 miles in a matter of hours here in 4 weeks or so. So super stoked. Thanks for tuning in today. Hope this was helpful. If you have questions, feel free to reach out, drop them below, and don't forget to subscribe. Talk to y'all later.